Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Ryan Dins, and in this episode, we're going to talk about Algorand, what's going on with it. I am a big Algorand holder, full transparency. It's one of my top 5 positions. I have a lot of faith for it, but as you can see from this chart, things aren't good. I sold some right here. I'm very good at charting. It was very obvious this was going to take a major crash after it broke out of this pattern, and I was right. But the beauty of it right now is it is taking a hit. In this episode, I'm going to show you some news that's been happening, and I'm also going to show you the chart, what I think is going to happen, what I think is going on, and the future for it. So before we do that, you're going to want to hit that like and subscribe button so we can get this video out to more people. So that way we can get more Algorand bulls and keep the faith up, because we want to see it right here. All right, so here's what I see with the chart. It has been going on this floor pattern, then it pumps, then it consolidates, then it dips, then it consolidates, then it pumps, then it consolidates, then it dips. So if this chart holds through, what I see happening right here is this is probably going to bounce around this area. I'm going to make this little trend line just so you can, this isn't going to be perfect, but see right there is when you really knew it wasn't like it was a problem. I didn't have this trend line, but it was like I sold anyway, so I didn't care. But once it dipped below that, it was like, okay, but it doesn't have to be exact. And so what's probably going to happen here is probably going to bounce around this area. If it can hold above right here, like if it could get above here and then start playing around here, that's a really good sign. So that's what we're hoping for. And don't expect it to go up a lot right now. Regardless of what Bitcoin does, I think it's just going to bounce around here. It's been taking a beating, like I said, but it might consolidate, and then eventually you had first wave up, second wave up, third wave up, and then if it consolidates here, the fourth wave up is probably going to hit north of $3. So that's the good thing. And if it hits $3 right now and it's at $1, you're gonna 3 extra gains. Like, this is going to be big. And that's probably what it's going to do, as long as crypto has another bull run soon. If we stay in a bear market, it's probably not going to go much higher. I mean, that's the honest truth. You can't expect something like Algorand to go up a few %, when Bitcoin is like losing money, or Ether is losing money. So, you know, you just got to keep the faith and kind of watch this. And now we're going to go for the news. Okay, so Algorand has serious plans to transform the DeFi sector. It has a unique approach to the blockchain trilemma that can make it a DeFi leader. So, so one of the most important native tokens in the world of cryptocurrency today is not a clickbait marketing question, but it is what Algorand described as by its Singapore-based Algorand Foundation. The foundation was started to advance the technology of the platform's ecosystem, and ALGO, the native token of the Algorand blockchain. It claims to be super fast, scalable, and secure. So this is your typical blockchain. It's ranked 25 right now. I don't know if this is up to date, if it's still 25. When was this article written? I think it's pretty new. It was yesterday's, but you know, in crypto time, it could be 26th, it could be 24th, but it's always been around that area. It's down more than 44% for the year. That's like terrible. I mean, thank God I sold most of it, but I didn't sell all of it. Unfortunately, I am holding a little bit of bags, but I've been buying at that level. Like we know, we don't know much about their founders and their history, but that's not the case of Algorand's founder, Silvio Macaulay, who happened to be a professor of computer science at MIT, which is, I don't know if you know what MIT is, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the smartest people in the world. That's like, people that are in Harvard and Princeton are not smart enough to get into MIT. Like, you're a genius if you go there. So, you know, he's got a few important key features. It's very fast. It takes 4 seconds to commit a transaction. It's highly scalable with no restrictions on the number of transactions. It has no delays or compromises the effective transaction speed. It's very secure. It's powered by proof of stake consensus. That means the consensus protocol randomly selects validators weighted by their staked algo coin. It's very good. Anything staked is very secure. Fourth, the cost of using algo is very cheap, unlike a lot of other blockchains, Ethereum, It also has very high transparency at any time. There are available real-time metrics that can help anyone easily monitor circulating and liquid supply. Also, worth noting that it has a dividend. So you get, not dividend, but it has yield. So you are going to accumulate more algo just by holding it. You ever heard of the blockchain trilemma? It is a very important puzzle that Algorand is addressing. The blockchain trilemma is the difficulty of achieving all three core features of security, scalability, and decentralization in a platform. Algorand is providing a solution to this trilemma with randomness. It selects validators randomly from all token holders, a highly effective approach that supports both security and decentralization. The platform has smart contract capabilities, but its technology is aimed mainly at financial services and decentralized finance applications. For example, the Algorand Foundation announced the 150 million ALGO Viridis fund to support and incentivize the creation of the world's most efficient, scalable, and DeFi ecosystem. Is very important news and a strong step toward ALGO becoming a key player in the DeFi sector. Now, as a holder, I think this could possibly be the best DeFi application. So I mean, as far as blockchains go, just boom, quick, no problems. It's just underrated in my opinion. It should be top 10 crypto. I think it should be. Some interesting applications of Algorand include yield farming, DeFi lending, non-fungible token marketplaces, and synthetic assets. Its foundation has created a 200 million liquidity fund for its DeFi ecosystems, which will be specifically helpful in its early stages. So as of now, you can buy it on Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, and Huobi. There's a lot of other places you could buy it to. Here, we'll take a look at that real quick, where you could buy it. It's one of the top, anything that's this big, you could just buy it anywhere pretty much. So I'm just going to go real quick, look down the list and see everything and everywhere that you could buy this thing. So you buy it at Coinbase, Binance, Huobi, KuCoin, Kraken, Gate.io, Bitfinex, Coinbase. By the way, Bitfinex used to be huge. I don't know what happened to it. Like when crypto first was getting hot, like 2017, it was like one of the biggest exchanges. Now it's like almost unheard of. Kraken, same thing with Polyonics. That used to be huge too. Kraken, Bithumb. See, now they're just repeating themselves because it's different, different matches. We'll just go down the list so you can see. I won't spend too much time on this. Crypto.com, which by the way, I like the crypto coin CRO. I own that. It's not that that's the point of the video, but that's one of my top holdings. I don't think it's in my top 5. It might be in my top 10. I only own like a dozen coins. I think that if you own too many tokens and coins, sometimes something will happen, like a dip will happen or a pump will happen, and you won't be on top of it. That's why I would recommend, I think even 12 is the only reason I own 12 is because there's just a few that I really think are going to do some big things. I just hold a few of them, but like, there's only like maybe 7 that I have a lot of. So just food for thought. Don't be one of those people who owns 100 tokens because then something goes up 50% a day. You don't even notice it. And then you don't sell and then it dips. And you didn't take any profit because you're an idiot that has 100 tokens, but whatever. To each his own. So, yeah, I mean, their story's promising. This guy likes a special feature of randomness to choose validators for the ecosystem. So basically, when you do a transaction, there's different ways of doing it. So they're randomly selecting, different nodes or whatnot to validate the transactions, which is good because then you can't predict who's doing it. Better for security. So, that's pretty much all I got to say about Algorand. We'll take a look at the chart one more time. As you can see, it is the best time to buy right now, in my opinion. It's not investment advice. I'm just saying, like, look at it. Pump, dip, pump, dip, pump. We're in a dip. Common sense. An idiot that know nothing about crypto, look at this chart. You'd be like, well, where's it going to go from here? And somebody would say, oh, look, it's going to go do one of these. And then, so if we take one of these lines like this, I'll draw an identical line just like that. And then I'll move it over. It might kind of end up here and then bounce from there. That's highly likely. Also, just keep in mind that it's like 98 cents right now. If it goes around, it's probably going to hit this line again. And that would be a better time to buy, like around 83 cents. So you might just want to wait till it hits 83 cents. Because now might not be the best time to buy, because eventually it's probably going to hit this line again, honestly. Why wouldn't it? It did that every other time. Because this line right here, you could extend that, and then you're looking at 1, kind of 2, 3, 4 hits. So it is what it is. So are we going to see this again? As long as crypto stays important and Algorand continues to do its thing, I believe yes. Like I said, that would be a huge gain. And right now, I am not selling like everyone else did. Don't get me wrong. I sold. Let's just look at Bitcoin. I'll show you where I was selling, just so you know. I'll show you where I sold a lot. I had a trend line right here. Once it hit here, I sold a lot. And then I rebought. I'm rebuying now on everything. I don't just mean Bitcoin. I'm actually not even rebuying Bitcoin that much, because the way I look at it, it's Bitcoin goes to here. That's almost a 2x. Things like Algorand are going to 3x. Things like crypto.com coins going to 3x. SHIB 3x. But 3x, SHIB would be probably 4x. Another big one that I'm a bull on, since we're just having this fun right now. Engine is it got over this trend line. It's a very good sign. If you see it break out of this, boom. I mean, here we're looking at a 3x. But if we kind of look at this, the chart's not going to let me go up here. It's an annoying thing with trading people, but this is I don't know, $6-7 if it kind of fumbles around there and goes to there. I'll make a different video on that. I actually made a video on that yesterday, so check it out. But yeah, I think we're going to see a $6 engine coin. I think we're going to see a $5 algo. So, I mean, that's why, in my opinion, I wouldn't be buying Bitcoin right now unless you're rich, because if you have lots of money, it's like the surest thing. If you have $1 million, you could double it in a year. But if you have $10,000, you're not gonna be rich by doubling 10,000. You'd rather 4x 10,000, and that's for a little bit more risk. I think that would be the call. So Ethereum as well. Ethereum kind of broke that, but if it can retain up above here, we're going to see Ethereum hit here again. So Ethereum is I think a safer bet than Bitcoin, in my opinion, at this exact moment. So, I've made 800% on my gains since the last year and a half or so. So I've been making good calls. So not investment advice, but I mean, do you want 4x gains or do you want 2x gains? And I would wait to see what Bitcoin's going to do. But if Bitcoin ends up here, then everything else is going to be good. So, Algo is going to be great. Algo is probably going to hit up there. Boom. So, yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say. This wasn't necessarily huge news, but it was just kind of showing you Algorand has the technology. It's not as sexy as some of the other cryptos. That's the thing about it. People aren't ooh, this is going to be some crazy NFT game that's going to 20x. It's yeah, but it might triple in price, which is still really good money. I mean, the stock market does 10% a year. So yep, staying a bull in crypto. That's all I got to say about that. Peace out, yo.